Welcome to the Mavens Do It Better podcast. And now, your host, Heather Newman.
Hey everyone, just wanted to let you know, during this podcast you'll hear a little bit of background noise. I was sitting in the expo hall of the MS Ignite show with Luise Freese, who's an amazing Sketchnote artist. So there's a few gaps of silence when she's drawing, and there's a little bit of noise of all the cool things that are going on around us, but definitely wanted to share this with you. So please note, a little bit of background. Cheers!
So, Heather.
Yes. Hello.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you here too.
Really, so I appreciate that you're here. So,
We'll see what we have remaining today.
what are we talking about today?
What are we talking about today?
Yeah.
So I'm involved in the diversity and tech track.
Yeah.
Again, this next show is all
I
about how to
had
ship.
a
So we're going to
meetup
cover
and a
OS deployment with the
podcast,
Config Manager,
and I
Windows Autopilot,
had a
Windows as
session
Service,
this morning, and
much
I
more.
was so jacked up by the end
We
of it.
bring
I
the
called my
experts on
folks,
stage
and I was
to
really
get in front of
excited.
you.
We had a couple hundred people come. I
These
think
are the
maybe,
leaders of our
I don't know,
engineering
300 or
team
400, which
with
is amazing.
Yeah.
And so I'm really
unveil
excited
all
about
of the
being,
what's new here at
a
Ignite,
core part of
right here
building
on stage in a
this
20-minute show.
programming
Really easy
and
to
working with
show.
Microsoft on that, and then
Very
also working in our
concise
SharePoint
content.
community
Yeah.
with that.
And we also give away a
So,
demonstration
let
of
me
every show
just
throughout the week
write
here
that down.
Yeah.
Working with the community
Yep.
So come on over, have a seat, start filling out the yellow survey
and
form.
just
We'll have
add a
boxes
little
by each
picture
the columns,
of
one
community.
column on each side of the studio here at the end. You'll see these boxes there. Just drop the survey
Bold,
in.
colorful.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. Okay?
I love it. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so
fantastic.
that's our community.
Get out
Yeah.
there, we call the
So,
winner, then we move to the next
I
person.
really love that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love it too. That's wonderful.
We so definitely benefit from being unique.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love the word authentic.
Again, we're over here at the
Being
Microsoft
your
Ignite
authentic self,
studio,
and
or
we
Microsoft
really.
Mechanic Studio.
I love that
This next show that kicks
everyone
off at
seems
2:50
to
is all
embrace
about OS deployment. With
wanting
Windows
to talk about these things
Autopilot,
and
Configuration
being real.
Manager, Windows
You know,
as
like
a
truly
Service,
being
and much
real
more.
Yeah.
and being able
Truly
to have.
be you.
Yeah, be you and be real and talk about uncomfortable things, and that we all have things in our life that you can't see because they're invisible,
Yeah.
you know, and some things in diversity and inclusion are invisible, right? We don't see, you know, sexual orientation.
Yeah.
We don't see if somebody, you know, you sometimes see, you know, disability, sometimes you don't, you know, and
Yeah.
there's also just a lot of things that happen in life that, you know, you lose people or money problems or divorce and all that stuff, you know, it's like being able to have those conversations where we need to not burn out and take care of ourselves.
Yes.
You know?
Actually,
So what's the
can I
device
tell
you're
you?
using?
Can I tell you secrets?
Yes, sure.
Okay. So I'm the chief community sketcher at Microsoft Ignite.
Okay, yes.
But so that's not a secret. But just to introduce myself.
It's a surface.
Yeah.
It's a surface.
So,
Yeah.
so but my teacher at
Yes.
art school always told me, Luise, you're a nice girl, but you have no talent at all. So you cannot draw.
Wow.
You never
Really?
will.
Wow.
Never ever.
Oh my
so
goodness.
don't
Wow.
ever try to.
Okay.
And my whole life suffered from
Yes.
that.
Uh-huh.
So I felt that I wanted to express my feelings
Yes.
in a
Yes.
more artistic way.
Right.
But I always thought, no, you can't draw.
Wow.
And now it happened to me that I did it
Yeah.
regardless of, I
Right.
cannot draw.
Yeah.
And now I'm here.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I was saying this morning in my presentation that, you know, we all have that inner voice in our head that's negative. And I had the audience say, you know, hey, Judgy McJudgerson, you're not right. Be quiet, you know.
Be quiet.
Yeah, but I also think that we all have, you know, that was yours. That was
Yes.
the one thing
Yeah.
that somebody told you when you were younger
Yeah.
that sticks in your mind, right?
Yes.
And it
Yeah.
comes up. And we
Yeah.
all have triggers for that kind of stuff. And we just, you know, and it could be something that happened when we were really young, and it's a father, a mother, a teacher, you know, an uncle or whatever, and or somebody your first love or whatever, you know, like, and those things are the things that we carry with us in our beautiful egos and our beautiful subconscious of our minds. And
you're so right.
You can be triggered. Agree. You can be triggered by a song. You can be triggered by so many things. And I'm so glad that you were like, no.
Yes, I was like, no, I won't believe that in the voice.
Yeah.
There's something in me that is stronger.
Absolutely.
And I want to use that to empower others.
Absolutely.
And now I'm here and
that's amazing. This is so cool.
Making my dream come true.
Yeah.
While inspiring others and connecting with the whole community with so many people, regardless of their age, regardless of their gender, the sexual orientation, or any kind of it's truly amazing for me, and I'm so grateful for that.
Absolutely,
really.
That's amazing. I'm so happy for you. That's so great.
So I'm really touched, and this energy fuels me.
Yeah,
and
of course.
I think while I'm sketching, this energy flows through the room, or just like here.
Absolutely.
I like that. I only trust vibes because energy can't lie.
No, energy does not lie.
So,
and you can tell when it's right and when it's working, and you can tell when it's wrong. I mean, energy, actions.
Yes.
I love words, but sometimes you need to put things into action.
Absolutely. You have to walk the talk.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to walk the walk, talk the talk, and you have to show up.
Yeah. As I always say, show don't tell.
Yeah. No, I love that. Yeah, I know. Like,
okay, let me write that down.
Okay, all right.
So, big up pound for that.
If you want to save a little time, start filling out that yellow survey in the seat. We'll collect those at the end, and that'll be your ticket into hopefully walking away.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So, that's good.
That's so fun.
So, Heather, why is this your topic?
By the way.
Why are you so interested and so passionate about diversity and tech?
I think that, my why is about joy and connecting people.
Plenty of seats up front here if you're looking for a place to sit down and relax for a bit.
It's joy.
Yep. Joy and connection. Yeah.
Joy and connection.
Yeah.
Better. Joy and connection. Yeah. Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I read do you know Malcolm Gladwell?
No, actually not.
So there's a book that's called The Tipping Point. It was written in 2006, and I read it, and he categorizes people 3 ways. He says they're either, there's salespeople, there's mavens, and there's connectors.
And it happens to be your maven.
Yeah. Well, mavens are people who are, maven means expert, right? And so and sometimes even a self-proclaimed expert, but it's the person you want.
So I'm the guru.
Yeah. You're a maven, right? You're an art maven. You're a
I'm
drawing
the ninja.
Maven. You're a ninja, right? And so it's like that's the person you want to take with you to like go buy a car because they know everything about it. Right?
Yeah.
Connectors connect people, and I'm more probably of a connector than a maven. I'm both, but I really love that word. I was like, that's the sexiest word I've ever heard. And I knew I wanted the word creative in there because I was a theater major, and my start in my career in life was really being an artist and I was an actor, and I'm a playwright, and I'm a theater director and all of that. So my jump from theater to technology was that I was out of a job, and a friend of mine who was in theater, I'd been doing marketing for arts organizations, and he was like, you should talk to my wife. I was like, okay. And he's like, she works at Microsoft, and she's working on this new startup thing. It's called Tahoe or SharePoint or something.
Yeah.
And
that's
how I got started. So I wrote the first 125 case studies about SharePoint. So that's how I came into technology, and then I kept saying yes. I just said yes and yes and yes to everything.
Just think, so we got a huge amount of technology here at Ignite.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's so massive, and I like technology.
Yes, I do too.
But it isn't about technology. Technology is our way to connect with others.
Absolutely.
And this whole thing here is about connectiveness, to feed our innermost feelings on getting in a relationship with other people.
Absolutely.
So
technology to me is a vehicle.
Yeah,
absolutely. It's a vehicle of point A to point B, and C and D and E and F and Z, all the way through to Z, So the thing about technology is that I sometimes see that we lose the human side of it, and we don't always see how people will use something, and don't take that in consideration when we're building technology.
So let me just sketch that. Get from A to B, perhaps.
Sure.
So this is our perfect B here. I think it's so crucial to behave as a human and to real deal with empathy.
I agree.
And not to behave like, oh, I'm so professional and I act as a consultant. I perform.
Yep.
It's about just being you.
Yeah.
I think I work as an Office 365 consultant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So that's what I do. That's what I do on a daily basis.
That's your day job, right?
That's my day job, and this is my fun job.
I've had a long day job with this one. But
yes, sure. So and now it happens that I sketch a lot.
Lovely.
It's a great connection because if you explain Office 365 in a more visual way, you get a deeper level of understanding from an end user's perspective.
Yeah.
So they are totally aware of that.
Absolutely.
What will happen to them.
Yep.
So I can combine that on a daily basis. So that's really, really great.
Absolutely.
That I think I'm not that classic consultant.
Yeah.
I don't wear just that suit and my haircut and my tats on like that. So everybody who sees me for the first time in business says, "Oh, you have to be really good." Okay. So yes, I am. But why did you guess that?
Right.
Yes, because if you are like this, you have to be really good.
Yeah. You have to bring it.
Yeah, you have to. You have to.
You have to know your stuff.
Yeah. So nice to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. That's important.
Oh,
this is fun.
That's so great. So, what do you think? What will be the next steps for diversity and tech to achieve?
I think
what's the next you're heading to?
I think that it's about. Understanding is a big word for me, and people say the words diversity, they say the words inclusion, they say the word intersectionality and belonging, and I don't know if people understand that all of those things kind of make up the heart of this, because those are all they're different words, and diversity really being about, all the different things that we are in a room. Like if we took a snapshot here of all of these people, like they are a layer cake, 20 layers of yummy goodness deep of who they are, right? And that's this diversity thing. And then, inclusion is really, including people and not having that bias or unconscious bias about who they are, right? And that
not put them in boxes.
Right. Like, don't pigeonhole people, you know? And I think the intersectionality thing is that really truly understanding that because somebody might be a certain race and a certain religion and a certain this and a certain that they have been discriminated against and are fighting against things that just inherently that you don't even realize every day.
I know that.
So I feel like getting more and more people to understand that, like I feel like we're at the world right now has been really interesting. And I think that, we always, in anything we do, I heartily believe in knowing a history and standing on the shoulders of giants. we always stand on the shoulders of giants when we do anything, and so it's remembering that history and then like, making sure we move forward. So I feel like more of this programming in the DNA of our events, in the DNA of our businesses, in the DNA of ourselves. You know, that we have a genome maybe that needs to have a little bit of a kick, you know? And so I just want to see more of it, and that, especially knowing at Ignite that things are recorded, you know, like you can make a choice to what you're going to see. And
that's truly awesome.
Yeah, and I love that room of programming has been so deep and just, I mean, people have gotten up in front of the microphones and it's emotional and told personal stories.
Yes.
People have come out, like, I just, like, they're telling them, you know what I mean? And it's like...
Yes. It's really intense. And you really created this room.
A safe space.
It's a really, really safe space.
Yeah. You know, and saying things out loud. Words matter, and words are so important.
Yes,
and then
they do.
Being able to say things out loud sometimes is the way you take the next step. You know?
Yes.
So I see more of these programs woven through, and people talking about language, and people talking about how we relate to each other, and empathy for sure. I mean, empathy is about
that means we have to learn to listen.
Yeah. And when we say we're going to do something, do it. When we say we're going to show up. When we say we're going to be an ally, be an ally. You know, and I think people have been afraid to really speak their truth because they were afraid of being punished or not getting work or being kicked out or being discriminated against. And I think more than ever, there are places like this where it's like you can talk about your truth and who you are. You can talk about your values.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, someone
so
said...
I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
So I would like to show you something.
Yes.
So this is, as I'm from Germany, so this is a German word. It's called Räuberleiterin. And Räuberleiter means to give someone a boost. If you cross your hands like this, to lift others up. So that's not only an EN is female suffix because I'm a girl. So that's a Räuberleiter, boost, and I'm a girl. So that's not only my job to give someone a boost and to lift them up. So to coach my clients to reach their goals in a typical perspective. But it's really my innermost feeling to help and support others to really aim their goals, not mine. Not to be part of my goals, but I actually feel by helping others.
That's
so,
of course. You get the juice.
You're right. That was the word I was searching for. So I feel so totally comfortable in this whole diversity and tech thing you're hosting here, and you're such a great role model for that. And I feel pretty attracted by that energy. And
thank you. Well, I think it also comes on a personal level for me from like
to help walk through the main task.
Going through a lot of things personally and looking at my life, even over the last, say, 18 years of being at Microsoft, you know, I was doing 20 events a year. I was, you know, working on weekends, working at night, had my phone in my face. And so when you step back a second and sometimes you look at your life and you go, wow, I'm in burnout.
Yes,
you know,
you were.
And my goal and about all of this is if I can help somebody else not make the mistakes that I did. You know,
I really know. I absolutely know what you're talking about. We have to relearn how to behave healthy for ourselves. So to take care of ourselves and to take care of our others. So to stay healthy and to achieve that joy and connection you are so passionate about.
Well, and be an example, be a light, you know. Because if I talked a lot about that today. I was like, I can tell you how to, you know, talk to somebody about who's, you know, not talking well to you or what, you know, all of that. And I have tips and tricks about all those things. But I really truly think that it starts with all of us. It starts with yourself.
Every time.
You know?
Yes.
And there are people who are toxic. You can't do anything about that sometimes. And you know, like,
you can't fix toxic people.
You can't fix that, you know, but you can be a light. You can be an example.
Absolutely.
And you start with yourself there. And when you do that, it rubs off. It really truly does.
So start with yourself. Is your advice for all of us.
Yep, absolutely. My dad actually gave me a poem it's in the Westminster Abbey on an unmarked tomb.
Okay.
And it talks about that, and it's, in a nutshell, it's basically, you know, this guy, you know, I'm lying on my deathbed, and I thought I could change the world, but I didn't, and I couldn't.
Yeah.
So maybe I should have started with my country, but that was too immovable. Maybe I should have started with my city, but that they would not hear it. So I tried to start with my family, but they wouldn't listen. And what I realized lying here is that if I had only started with myself, I could have changed my family, my city, my country, the world. Right.
So you gave me goosebumps. You truly gave me goosebumps. Wow. Okay. As we are podcasting this live. Yeah. So okay. Wow, Heather.
But it's a good one, you know.
Yes, it is. So wow.
We've had a capability to knock me download.
Can you tell me again in Puerto Rico, maybe?
Sure. Yes.
We recorded that. So.
I'm like, hey, what did I say? No, yeah, we're good.
Low battery. Okay,
I'm getting a low battery, but that's fine.
Windows, so we go ahead and
but,
yeah.
Once you've passed all of those life checks,
it's so nice to having you here, and I'm so thankful for that talk, and I'm really deeply touched to be the know of you.
Yeah, I feel the same about you so much. I was just, absolutely, like, it's so fun to have someone who's you're a technologist, you know, and then to be able to bring that different aspect of your life and yourself to what you do and connect them is so lovely. And also, like you said, you were told by somebody that you shouldn't, you can't, and you
don't even try.
Well, and you have that can't not do it spirit. I can't not do this because I'm gonna, you know. And to me, that is huge, and that's a lot of moxie and a lot of spunk. And no, seriously, you know, because sometimes you don't get outside of your own crappy inner voice, you know, like you don't get beyond that and you talk yourself out of things.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like, I have an idea for a blog. You know, I heard Donna say that. She was like, so if your friend comes to you and says, I want to be an artist and start an art blog, and I'm really feeling passionate about that, do you say to them, don't do that, that sounds stupid? No, you say yes. So why are your own ideas not as good as your best friend's? And I was like,
so I have two daughters, they are 8 and 13, and I always say yes, Katja. Pardon me?
How are you old enough to?
And then finally, we can run the setup diag. We've worked with the setup diag too.
Yes, so I always say yes.
Yeah.
So they have to make their experiences.
Yeah.
And
I say yes, and if it is not yes.
Okay.
Don't put that on there.
So this is the truth. Just be you.
Yes, right.
Don't hide anything.
Yeah, that's true. All right, that's fair enough. But yeah. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. This is such a cool machine.
Yes, it is. Surface Studio. I love that.
Yeah.
But it's not mine.
It's a little borrow.
Yeah, it's a little borrow. So they gave it to me for that week, but only for that week.
Right.
I unfortunately. So
This is great.
I think they want it back.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
I would.
probably.
I would.
Yeah, sure.
I've been thinking about one of these. I have an old, I won't say the brand, but I will. I have an old iMac that I love.
No.
And I was like, this seems kind of like...
Microsoft loves Apple. They never.
Yeah, it's so cool.
I might actually get one of those for the house.
It's an extract of the ISO.
Yeah.
You know, we just moved
all
on
the
and
source
then you
media.
get new TV.
Oh, yeah.
But why wouldn't I just get something like this?
Yeah, I love it. Oh my God.
Heather.
Yes, darling. This is amazing.
So I did a little sketch notes for
This
you.
is so good.
So if you like to, you may sign it by
Oh.
your own.
Yay!
Wow.
So excited. This is so great.
Move on to the next step.
So which color would you prefer? This
Oh,
is black.
purple.
The other things
Purple.
that you can do after
Purple, like this?
the config manager part's over, you can
Oh, the
use it
dark
for a
purple.
normal,
That one. Yeah,
normal
yeah.
replacement task
This
Yes.
as well.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's
So
good
maybe I'll
normally
do my
not-
little...
You can, yeah, you can.
I can land it? Okay.
It's called a palm block technology.
And the nice thing with these templates, in this case, because it is a template, some of these folders might be empty to start with, but at least we're giving a nice kind of...
Oh,
prep
perfect.
I'm
so amazed!
That's so awesome. I'm so glad we sat together the other day, too. That was so
That's so
beautiful.
cool.
That was awesome.
I really like
This
that.
is so great.
So,
Are you tweeting them? Can I tweet it? What are you doing? Tell me all about that.
I would with that.
Yay, okay.
I would like to, Becky, may you take a photo of us so
yeah.
we could Twitter that?
Yes, yes.
So,
Config manager peer cache, we've added native peer-to-peer capabilities. So
Oh, yeah. Can we
share
flip it?
content between
Yeah,
clients
sure.
On the same subnet in a brand
Yeah.
configuration.
The front top. Yeah.
Without the need for local
so this is the magic.
Within Windows PE. So
So,
once
we commence
the
that.
first client on the subnet's got the content, it will then become a peer for the clients that are being built alongside it. And then recently, we've added support for Windows Service
Better?
2016 LEDBAC. Yes. And if you've not looked into LEDBAC,
All right.
true network optimization that uses
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, my goodness.
So you're gonna tweet that?
Oh, yeah.
Tweet that
Yeah. I
and
got
mention
you.
me?
You betcha.
line of business activity.
Can I do one tomorrow?
Yeah, sure.
Yes?
Yeah, sure.
Well, that was Art Maven.
Friday.
Okay, perfect.
Friday will work for me.
That was amazing.
So, and I will tweet that. So,
Okay, wonderful. I love it. Thank you so much. Thanks for taking pictures. Lovely.
I thank you.
The original music on this podcast was created by Jesse Case.